seat so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face, your chain is a necklace.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me, left wrist, go that, right wrist, go that, necklace, go that, sis, go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me.
Alright, they hit my designer for sneaks, double demand in the bleach. I'm Blanco for sure, I'm popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the orange shit, beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Pro and Brianna been parking their top box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased.
Cause I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me, left wrist, go that, right wrist, go that, necklace, go that, sis, go that, this don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me, yeah.
It's a sweet, what? It's a sweet, yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet, get that boy out of there. It's a sweet, get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's sweet. It's my time, not no Paddock Philippe. They was yapping, I don't hear a peep. Yeah, I step through that spot, I don't creep. Yeah, we don't know that. Can't call it lucky, I give it my all every day of the week. You know what I'm on. I see a crowd at the bottom, and with that I climb to the peak. Don't ride no red, but they know what I'm on, they address me as chief. I be dripping water like a reef, slid off with the bag, but I ain't no thief. It's a sweet, they ain't even have a chance. I been locked on that cash in a trance. Hit the end zone and do my little dance. Yeah, your chick blowing kisses like Lance. You go tell your mans. It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Get that boy out of there.
It's a sweep, do my dance, Mr. Clean. Game nice, but I play it so mean. Front line, I'm protecting the team. John Madden, yeah, I boom with the scheme. Dream chasing, I've been chasing the dream. Paper chasing, I just made it my thing. Got the bag, I just need me a ring. G and Mel, hold it down for the team. It's a sweep, right? Shout out to Jokic, I'm locked in. Man, I swear that I'm focused. He toes up in the drip, I bet they didn't notice. Your force ones got me walking like POTUS. God's child, so I know that I'm chosen. Drake with me, man, I feel like DeRozan. Left and right wrist equally frozen. All four pockets equally swollen.
It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
It's bag season, I'ma post like a sinner. Diamond chains and a mink in the wind. All these rings on, you could tell I'm a winner. I'm a walking bucket like that boy out in dim. Got the pink slip for these whips, ain't no rental. Steady breaking records, give them something to remember. Money, power, and respect is so simple. What separate good and great is they mental.
It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. Hey, we ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps.
Yes, sir. It's a sweet. We the midweek. I tend to smile VVS on my teeth. Money made rather I'll never be beat. Got rid of Bronco, got SOTG. Deep in that jungle, came out with a meat. Got a trail like got 2K on my.
Today, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 2 of the NFL.
back into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix.
Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw is Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. On play action, now Garoppolo letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. This is 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. On the return, Hardy. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
On play action, Allen. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he won't get any further as he's taken down right there at the 24. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris is in. Touchdown, Bills. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders now set to get the football back. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Garoppolo looks to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's 21-3. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Packers who have the lead as that game.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did so.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And he makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. Now here's another carry for Harris. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touch.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question he got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Now 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, and they go back to Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Rolling to his left. But I think the ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now a 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he's got this down to the 35. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On play action, Allen. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll try to run with Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, it's Harris. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. They run for it with Harris. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's caught left side. Myers with it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. So Allen's going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One final try now for Garoppolo. It gets it right back to Mayer. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Buffalo, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile,
Old clubs selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Old clubs selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. So despiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you off rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer.